Welcome back to the channel. So, I know I've said it before, but we are going to start being consistent with this. It's mainly my fault, I'll be honest. But yeah, we're going to be consistent now. We did a little poll on Instagram between 10 to 50, 10 to 30 minutes once a week, bash it out, and that's the plan. So,
Yeah.
welcome back, Maka.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Hope you're well. How are
Have you,
you?
have you had many people ask about this?
Quite a few. They were like, oh, like, funny enough, it was around the time of seizure. People messaged me like, when's this coming back? I was like, I've just had a seizure, mate. Like,
Probably not the best time to do it.
probably not the best time. But no, yeah, quite a few people have been asking. Because obviously, like we did say, we'd do it regularly. I think like I think the shorter format's going to work a lot better because one, if we want to do more, we can just pump them out if there's like a lot of shows to cover.
Yeah.
And then maybe if we do get a guest on, then maybe that could be like 45 minutes, but nothing major.
Yeah.
And we'll just keep it because I know a lot of people probably like to watch it whilst they're doing cardio.
Yeah, I think that's
Like,
it.
and it's like quite a nice, a lot of people's cardio is around like the 10 to 30 minute mark, especially through the start prep anyway. So it just makes it a lot easier for them to just chuck on whilst they're watching cardio. And obviously, we will be covering some people that are in preps, obviously towards the end of this year and obviously early next year as well. So they get a nice shout out as well. So works well.
It's always interesting, isn't it? Because the majority of people do like to see who they're up against. So I think this is why this is becoming
I
quite popular.
used to. Now I couldn't care less.
I don't mind who I'm against, but I still do. I'm interested in knowing, but not
The
like
only time I'll look is on show day now, I think.
really.
Yeah, so when I competed last time, 2 weeks out, I muted two bros. So I just didn't see any of their content.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Is that
obviously, you
because
come
you
across
get
the
your
odd
own head?
Instagram. Not that it gets in my head, it's just like, oh, maybe a little bit, like subconsciously. But I think it then, like, if you just focus too much on it, it just causes you so much stress
Mm,
that's not needed. And if you're gonna have to win, you're gonna have to beat those guys anyway.
yeah,
So
true.
I just can't, like I said, I just kind of don't. It's kind of like scale weight now. I used to be a massive thinker about scale weight and like either driving it up in off season or really hoping it when I come back down, I'm like 6 kilos heavy. Now I just couldn't care less.
Yeah, just
As long
about.
as the look has improved, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a weird one. I like to know who's coming just because I'm mates with quite a few people now, so I just like to see them
No,
every day.
it is show days. I've always said this. Show days are a really good environment. I've
Yeah,
never had a bad experience. It's always just like really nice people, humble people. There's camaraderie backstage. Like, yeah, it's just I've always had I've never had a twatty, egotistical bodybuilder backstage. Not that I can think of anyway. Not within men's physique anyway.
I've seen a couple, but they were at the Alicante show. I've never seen anyone like that in the UK,
No, me neither.
which is nice. Anyway, we're going to waffle over half an hour if we carry on. So
Yeah.
we better get stuck into it. We had a little brief chat beforehand. We're going to start off actually going back to last week because we wanted to cover the Dubai Pro, right?
Yeah, we'll just do it quickly.
Yes, definitely. And I wanted to start off by giving a massive sort of like shout out to Josh.
Yeah, pretty fucking cool that.
Really, really cool.
And just imagine like you obviously called out for comparisons in that first pit, aren't you? Well, not comparison. It is comparisons, but it's not. But like, to stand next to the best, well, in my opinion, the best in the world, and he probably will be again this year, Aaron Banks. Like, you couldn't ask anyone better to stand up next to,
Yeah,
just the level. Like full props to him because he could after his last season, he could have easily gone assisted.
yeah,
Um, but like, to I think for him, it's probably just like a bit of a learning curve in terms of because obviously he's always fucking won shows. Josh is a very fucking good athlete. Tiny, tiny waist. He's got such a men's physique look. And
mm,
obviously, if he wants to stay natural, I think he'll do really well in the sort of natural sort of scene within the IFBB now.
yeah.
Where he keeps going and tries to build his regime up against those sort of pro assisted athletes is obviously up to him. My opinion would be if he's going to stay natural, I think he should go full in on the natural IFBB route,
Unfortunately, there's only one show a year.
which is I think over time though, because I know Tyler Mannion's mentioned it quite a few times now. Like I know they're doing 3 shows next year. I think the plan is to do 5 the following year.
Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they
Yeah.
do. I don't
But
know if he's planning on going for it this year or if he's going to go into off season now or not. But anyone that doesn't know, so Josh is like really well known within the UK circuit because he's basically just worked his way up, hasn't he? He always does the PCA Pro show.
he's every single year.
Yeah, every year without fail. And he's just one of these guys that kind of stays quiet in a way. He just turns up to shows and usually wins.
Yeah.
So he got his IFBB Pro card at a natural show last year, which I was at. It was really cool.
Fun show, wasn't it?
The front show, yeah. And this is basically his IFBB Pro debut, and he's done one of the biggest shows of the year, which is so cool.
Probably the best stage you'll ever stand on as well.
Yes, yeah. So like you said, when he walked out, he was next to Aaron Banks, which is
crazy.
such a cool experience.
He said I think he said it in that post a minute ago. He said he like got some advice from them too, him and Abasai.
Right,
so,
yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome, man. I mean,
I don't think you can lose in a situation like this. Like he probably wasn't obviously he wanted to make like a little bit of a scene, but you know, getting that valuable advice from those type of athletes around, you're not always going to get that opportunity, are you? So, no, full credit to him for doing such a massive show, and obviously financially as well, it's expensive.
yeah. Did you watch the live stream or anything?
Yeah, I watched bits of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I found who was it? Someone was there live streaming it, and I watched. Oh, it's Nick Duffy. Nick Duffy was there. He's live streaming it, so I was watching it through that. And yeah, I mean, Josh has got a wicked structure, like you said. He's just because he's natural, he's just smaller. It is literally just size.
Yeah.
Because his waist is something like 24 inches. It's ridiculous. His arms are probably almost as big as his waist is. So yeah, he just needs more size really to be up against the big boys.
From a selfish perspective, I wish he'd got assisted.
Oh, me too. Yeah, definitely. It would be interesting to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think he just looks sick. He looks so good.
So obviously Aaron Banks won it, which we kind of all predicted.
Yeah, he's my prediction for the Mr. O. I think I've said it on this podcast before.
Yeah, is he still it? Yeah, he's still number one.
Put it this way, he wasn't at his best this show.
No, his waist looked a little bit more wide than it has done in the past.
I don't think he's as conditioned either. Like if you look at his back shot from when he won the Olympia, I don't think he's ever found his peak since then. I think like his peak at the Olympia when he won was crazy, and I think ever since then he hasn't really displayed that amount of conditioning.
Did you watch the podcast with Cuts?
I haven't yet, no.
So they basically were saying that this was his warm-up show.
Yeah.
He's still fucking one of the biggest sort of like show of the year so far was his warm-up.
He just got such a big frame. Like,
yeah.
I know people don't like his physique and don't like him as a person. I actually really like him. I think he's humbled himself down quite a lot.
Yeah, he's got better. I actually don't mind this sort of like. I think
I quite like the villain arc.
Yeah, me too. It gives us something to watch.
I think people don't like him just because he did say, well, he said he was going to win the Olympia that year, and he did.
Yeah,
like
this is his prep.
Yeah,
March to July.
April, May, June, July. So probably what 16 weeks.
Mad, isn't it? But he obviously comes off.
Yeah, and I think like his main goal this year is getting the Olympia win back, I reckon. So, and obviously Brandon's not doing it this year.
No, that was interesting. Just taking a year off. He didn't. I don't think he's given a reason, has he?
No, but I think I know what it is. His back needs to come up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean it definitely does. Yeah.
I mean those underhand rows, mate, aren't working.
Henderson rows or whatever he calls it.
Oh, I mean, like when you look at Aaron's back and even like some of these other guys, they just was smoking from the rear.
Yeah. There must be call outs here because a couple of the other guys were really good. So obviously Abby, he came third, was really good. I was quite surprised by City getting fifth. I think it's fifth.
I think he's past it, you know.
Did you think so?
I think he'll win like a small pro show, but he won't win anything crazy.
There's City. So I mean,
sorry, I'm not City. I'm thinking of Sadiq. My bad.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, Sadiq wasn't at this one. So City, well, he's considered the king of Europe at the moment because he's won a lot of big European shows.
No, they don't like him. He looks really good. What's his name again? Is it
Oh, I've forgotten his name.
Polish, isn't he?
Yeah, but so he's from Europe. So really, this guy's the king of Europe.
Yeah. Yep.
He was very, very good. And then yeah, Abby came third. Carlos, isn't it?
Yeah, he's very good as well. His back's really so good.
Yeah, very impressive. Just a bit of posing, I think. Like he took 8 to get his shots.
I think even with Abasai as well, his back pose could definitely open up a lot more. he's quite almost like hunched in that back shot. He's not like he doesn't like spread himself wide.
Right.
Like his lats almost like just sit on top. They don't actually like flare out.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't think even if he did flare out, I don't think that would have made him second.
no, no, I do. The guy in second was very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for me, Aaron Banks will win the Olympia. I've just got a feeling.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people are backing Ali, but when you put Ali next to Ryan, I know they haven't been together on stage. I don't think ever. But there is a big difference. I've seen comparisons where they put them next to each other. Obviously, you don't know yet, but I don't think he's going to be in the mix like for the first place.
No, I think Ali will finish top 5 or top 6.
Yeah.
He won't be like top 3.
No, I agree, mate.
Do you reckon they can move an Olympia champion from last year straight down? I don't know if they're going to do that.
Yeah, I reckon they will. I reckon they'll do that.
What? So you reckon Ryan Terry out top 3?
If he wasn't good enough, I think he will be good enough, though. I think he will be good enough.
He hasn't put many physique updates, really, has he?
On his YouTube, he has.
On his YouTube, okay.
You know what he's like? He's like off season completely until it's time for prep, and then he switches back on, and his physique comes to life. So he still doesn't look that impressive yet.
And the fact he's taken a whole year off just for this one show is pretty good. He obviously competed before that, didn't he? Normally,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly that.
he's going to be pretty fresh.
Cool. So that was that show. We might as well cover the pro shows first.
Yeah, to be fair, if you that one there on the left, that's Tampa.
Was this the one that Sadiq was? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, can't really see much from this angle.
No.
Anymore? There he goes, kind of that one.
He's I don't think he'll ever be top dog.
He just has a real midsection control issue.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen his protocols for peaking. It's very interesting. 5 guys or a burger and fries, muffins.
It's Cheesecake Factory, wasn't it?
Geez, like it's just like why? It's so American.
It is so American, yeah.
It's like
I mean, I love Cheesecake Factory, but there's not a chance I would have that in my peak week.
no.
Unless it was after the show. That was it. That's the only time I'd have it.
But yeah, obviously you had Senat, Ricardo, and can never remember the other. He's called Flex featuring Bricks, but his name is not that. Them two in the middle, black, yellow, and obviously next to him.
Yeah.
I prefer Senat's physique, but obviously he's only just turned pro. He's still turned pro from this year.
I like his physique more as well. I think he's really, really impressive.
I think he just needs to continue improving his posing. I think he can still angle his waist even smaller than what it is. I think his leg's too far out. His back shot as well has got better, but he's still like he's almost like sitting back on his lats and again not really flaring them properly.
Yeah.
But he's got a wild physique.
You can never tell this condition, can you, from the stage shots? But look, like he is right. He is very, very conditioned.
Midsection is very good as well.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. A little. I will. Yeah, he's just got the structure.
Yeah. He's just mad. Just like, do you see what I mean? Just like small tweaks to his pose, and I think he could really elevate his physique. Like you see there, like he's sort of sitting back on those lats. He's not fully opening them.
Yeah, that's quite a unique little transition. I did like that.
Yeah.
What else do you think he needs?
Tiny bit more upper chest. Let's have a look again. More delt.
Yeah, arms are big enough.
I don't think his back necessarily needs to get much bigger.
Yeah, just pose it better.
It's just pose it better, and obviously he's going to grow anyway. But like I said, he's a rookie. He's a rookie.
Yeah,
He's only just turned pro this year, and he's already placing top 2 in like big shows.
Yeah, so you know he's going to go far for sure.
He won 10 shows. He's 23 years old.
That's mad. That is mad. And then this guy was the winner.
Yeah, this is the guy who won. So a slightly thicker waist, but midsection wise, he's very good.
Yeah, he just posed well to hide his waist, I think, didn't he?
Yeah. There you go, this video.
He's got
a real nice look to him. Like his abs are so big. Look at those abs.
Yeah, that's a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
He's actually got quite big traps as well, which you don't often see in men's physique.
Condition. You can tell as well, like if you're that conditioned for a video,
yeah,
like for another screen as well, like watching this on Zoom, You know he's fucking like peeled.
Yeah. Shorts are a little bit baggy.
Yeah, what shorts are they Hurleys?
I'm not sure. They
They
didn't
are.
have a name on the back, so I think they might be. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the shorts.
No, again, the shorts could make a big difference there. Because I wouldn't say he's got the smallest waist, but he could probably make his waist look a little bit smaller. I like the way he stands in his front shot though, like he brings everything together.
Yeah.
He's not too far apart. I think he just needs a little bit more back, a little more
Uh,
density in his back.
I doubt he's going to watch this, but if you do watch this, get better shorts for Olympia.
Yeah.
Yeah, wicked, wicked. Right, two bros.
Yep.
So you had your posing fight here, yeah? You won the overall?
Yeah.
Of course he did. Of course he did. What's his name?
Jason.
Hey,
Jason Lone Wolf on Instagram. Really nice guy. Very humble. Um, so I think we had like four, maybe five sessions together. I can't remember off the top of my head.
okay.
He's just got a typical very good mentality look. Like he's very Jason's a guy that's just like takes it as it comes. Like he competed last year and he won. I remember seeing his face when he won his class and won a couple of other classes. Yeah, I think he entered like a couple categories within two rows, and he beat like 11 guys twice. And he was just very like just shocked that he won. I was like, mate, your shape is wicked. And then obviously he had an off season. He was in prep with another coach. Can't remember off the top of my head. And then he went with Zach. I think like 4 or 5 weeks out, maybe a little bit longer. Zach's cleaning up this year as well.
Yeah,
Really does
that's
well.
doing very, very well.
And it's good to see because I like Zach. Got a
Yeah,
lot of stuff.
same. He's got his
Um,
first Olympian, and yeah, even his amateur boys are doing really well, so it's cool.
yeah. So yeah, Jason's just got a really nice mentality look, just all over.
This was a
Uh,
battle of structure versus size. This
yeah. So obviously you got Ben on the right, BRM
good size.
Power Aesthetics, I think on Instagram.
So no, I'll go onto his page in a minute.
Yeah. So I think with Ben, I was in the peak week chat with Christian.
Yeah.
Um, and the feedback was that he was too blocky, which so funny enough, he's actually come on board with me to help him pose. So
Oh,
we're gonna try one, keep his stance a lot tighter in terms of not having the legs so far out.
yeah.
And just try and hide his because he hasn't got the most smallest waist because his abs are very dominant as well. Um, so it's just a case of like, okay, can we keep that chest up? Can we maximize that top line, that width, and just try and keep his midsection a little bit longer, but also his stance a little bit closer so his waist looks smaller.
Yeah.
Um, but Ben's very good. Ben be very, very competitive throughout his time in those pro qualifiers. Just a case of I think for him, it's just a case of finding a judge that likes his look.
To be quite honest with you, mate, like looking at these shots here, and like Ben's got tremendous size, and if you look at these back shots, I don't know. Did you see the PCA last week as well? He was in that and he won
Yeah.
his class there. I don't know if you agree with me. If I think again, this is structure versus size. If Ben was a touch leaner, I think he would have had a better chance. I think he could get a little bit sharper. If you look
The
at
only
the
thing I
feet,
would say as well, I don't think with Ben you need to fill him like very, very hard.
he's already got the muscle.
Yeah, the muscle's already there. I
Yeah,
kind of agree with you on that sense, yeah. Because if he wasn't as if he obviously Christian knows him better than I do, but from what I could see, he didn't need to be filled as much as he did.
yeah.
Because that would also blow his waist out as well.
Help the midsection, absolutely. So if he's a little bit tighter, I think he would he have got the overall? I don't know, but I think he might have been a little bit closer to getting it, especially with PCA
Yeah.
the week before. But either
Who
way,
do you think would like his look, judge wise? Maz?
if he came in, if he came in leaner,
He'd be class A.
is he class A? I don't.
Yeah, I'm sure he's class A.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Class A or class B. Maz does like those short guys.
I mean, let's go on his profile because these pictures don't do him justice. Like he
No.
is big. On his profile just before we
And
start.
his abs are very like nice and symmetrical. So
Yeah,
I honestly think a few tweaks, maybe to his peak week as well. Like he's massive. Like
yeah.
he's got a lot of tissue.
So I mean, I feel like he could just be drier and leaner.
Hmm.
But look at the size. Like he's big.
I think yeah, yeah. Maybe that was obviously PCA and it's a regional, isn't it? So maybe that is the goal to come in leaner for those pro qualifiers, not having 100%. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
that makes
but
sense.
if it was my client, I'd potentially take the feedback of if he's already got the size, then he potentially doesn't need to be filled as hard.
Yeah,
Maybe like a 2-day load, not as heavy, and then just a drying off day, not much food on the show day, and then there we go.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Because I actually helped him a little bit with his posing for this show for the PCA,
Mm.
just because he hadn't done PCA for quite some time.
Yeah, you see, you look at him there and you think he's very good.
Yeah, he is good. He's definitely an overall winner potential
Yeah, yeah.
for sure. Pro level potential for this year. What are you saying?
I think it. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he didn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
I think he's close either way.
yeah, yeah. If he got it, I wouldn't. Yeah, like you said, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be like, oh, fair play.
Because he's
Put
got
on a show, who else
size.
is going to be there? And if he can come in like peaked perfectly for his physique.
Yeah, like this is where IFB pro qualifiers are very very hard because you don't have to be you just have to be the best on that day,
Yeah,
and that can be what I mean, especially towards the back end of the year. There isn't like loads of really good guys going, not that I know of anyway. Like you could pick Poland, and it'd be a small show, but do better, and you could pick Austria. Like there's so many different pro qualifiers you could go to.
yeah,
Like I know like the Scandinavian ones aren't always that busy. Let's be honest. There was like 26 in the lineup last year.
yeah. Is that the one in Denmark? Is it?
This one's in Finland, I think, this year.
Okay, yeah. So that would be a very good show to go to.
Mm.
So the overall winner. Sorry, I totally forgot his name. What's his name again?
Jason the Lone Wolf on Instagram, I think.
Okay, let's have a little look.
Uh,
Oh, someone must have tagged him in there. It annoys me how two bros don't tag him.
I know it'll be on Zach's page.
Yeah, so not just a really nice structure, like we said. That he looks very men's physique.
Yeah,
Yeah, wicked. You said he was working with Zach for 4 weeks.
I'm sure he is. Yeah, click on that photo there, the one in the middle. That one there. You're on there. Yeah. Oh, 6 weeks out. There you go.
So that was his start point.
Yeah.
He must have pushed him hard for 6 weeks.
I remember him telling me he was eating not much.
Dust for 6 weeks.
But again, like he's ticked that regional box now. He
Yeah.
should have a lot of good momentum going into that show, his next shows. So good luck to him, mate.
Do you know what show he's going for?
Not sure.
It's a while for the Europeans still.
Yeah, you got that one. You got Austria around that time as well.
6 weeks. 6 weeks.
Austria's in 3 weeks.
Okay.
Ben's going to that one as well.
Gotcha. So I think IFBB Pro qualifiers, where sometimes they can go for a little bit more size. I think Ben has got a little bit more of a chance just purely because of the back shot.
Yeah.
From the front, he's very, very good, but he's a little bit more width from the back, I would say.
Just a little bit more density in that erector area.
Yeah, but he's peeled. He's got great condition. Look at that.
Yeah.
Really,
really. Any other shows?
I think that's it, mate. I think that was literally it for the UK. There's only one.
I'll tell you who I just want to give a shout out to. James Walters, mate. Have you seen his back?
He's looking wicked, isn't he?
He looks so good. I thought I should give him a quick shout out because he looks immense.
Yeah, literally spoke to him earlier. He's
looking great. When I saw his back shot, my jaw dropped. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
I mean, his back's always been good. Hay fever. But his front's catching up with his back now, which obviously we need for the balance. But yeah, he's looking
I
great.
think he could potentially almost thrust his glute a bit forward. Do you know what I mean? Like sit into that hip and then pull that glute forward. I think his waist would look a little bit more streamlined. Because he's got a small waist anyway.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
His back is so good. That would match up against most pros. It wouldn't be that far off.
I agree. But what's good about him this year as well is looking at chest fullness as well.
Yeah, he's really developed that top line.
Yeah. So I think he's going to be looking really good. I imagine he's going for the two-bro show.
Yep. I agrri But yeah, he looks good. I thought I'd give him a quick shout out.
It's nice for the UK pros that they've got September and October. 1 month after each other without having to fly anywhere. That's pretty decent.
Yeah. And if you're from the UK, you might as well do them.
Yeah.
Unless you really hate UK shows. It just makes sense.
Amateur of the week.
Amateur of the week. Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick mention. Who I do think will do well next year when he does compete. I don't think he posts much, which is a bit annoying. But Richard_Fells is very good.
Why does that name ring a bell? Maybe I know him.
It's annoying because Ben Bray put up a story of him, but he hasn't actually put up a post of him. You should see the amount he's gained, honestly.
Yeah, this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah.
So there you go. Jason was actually the one who beat him in his shows last year.
8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He looks that good.
And he looked good then, but he's put so much size on.
When's he competing?
I think next year.
Oh, next year. Okay. Yeah, impressive. Well, we've got to give an amateur of the week to someone that's competing soon. So I'll say, yeah, let's go with Adam. Adam's good. And I know he's going for IFBB Pro qualifiers soon.
Adam, Musa.
Yeah.
He just bought Pro Legacy shorts.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. So I know he did. He did a little reel earlier. So he's looking good.
This is his first time in Two Bros, isn't it? Or NPC?
I think so. Yeah, I think it might be. Obviously, I was against him at PCA last year.
He's very good. I don't know.
He can lead.
Yeah, he looks very dry.
And he's still got a few weeks
It's
to go.
always hard to say, though, isn't it? For like Instagram versus, you never know how you're going to stack up until you're next to someone.
He's big.
How tall is he? Is he pretty tall?
I'm pretty sure he's the same height as me. So yeah, 6'4".
Okay.
We were pumping up backstage, and I thought, "Fuck yeah, he's massive." Obviously, I didn't tell him that, but yeah, he's a big boy. He's got a lot of muscle, especially through the delts and the arms. So
Yeah.
I think he said he's doing the regional at the end of this month.
Which is the race trick.
Is it the race trick? Is it end of August? Okay.
Yeah.
So there we go. Adam Musa is my amateur of the week.
There we go.
Yes.
I'll think of one for next week. I'll
Yeah.
have a search and I'll screenshot them as soon as I see them.
Sick. Okay. What shows have we got next week?
Do you know what? I don't think Two Bros have got any for a while. I think it might be PCA.
I think there's a Naturals Two Bros towards the end of August. And then
24th of August, 10x Naturals.
Yeah, that's it.
31st of August, Race Trick Rumble. And then the 2 weeks after that is the Open Pro Qualifier, which would be sick.
Okay, cool. And PCA?
PCA. Next shows that are lined up. September the 1st is the Wales show.
Is that the next one? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a busy show for me.
I've heard there's quite a few people doing it.
I think I've got 5 guys in that one.
Yeah, what? Men's physique, bodybuilders, classic?
3 men's physique, 2 classic.
Nice.
So hopefully we'll get some overalls. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Get a couple of your lads in the overall, that'd be class.
Yeah, yeah. They can't, if they're watching, you've got to step it up because
Are they on secret preps?
Huh?
They on secret preps?
No secret preps. We can cover them next week.
Okay, sweet, we'll do that.
Okay. Right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Let's leave it there so we're in the time limit, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.